This is 7 National News, and in our top story. In his capacity as ruler of Dubai, the UAE Vice President and Prime Minister His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum has issued Law No. 3 of 2015, establishing the UAE Water Aid Foundation, a non-profit organisation to be annexed to the Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed also issued Decree No. 8 of 2015, forming the Board of Trustees of the UAE Water Aid Foundation, which is to be chaired by the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of DEWA and will include the membership of representatives from the Ministry of International Cooperation and Development, the UAE Red Crescent Authority, UAE University and the Khalifa University of Science, Technology and Research. The objectives of the foundation will be to bolster the UAE's contribution as a key player in international sustainable development and humanitarian work. The new foundation will be tasked with finding sustainable solutions to water shortage through the use of solar energy to desalinate and purify water. The foundation also aims to improve access to safe water, hygiene and sanitation in the world's poorest communities. In June last year, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum launched the UAE Water Aid campaign called Sukiya to provide access to fresh drinking water for 5 million people who suffer from the shortage of drinking water in different parts of the world. The campaign surpassed its target, raising over 180 million dirhams, enough to provide water to 7 million people. As part of Dubai municipality's drive to make parks more environment-friendly and energy efficient, the civic body officially reopened its first solar-powered park this week. Located in Satwa, Khazan Park, renowned for its iconic water tower, becomes the first park in the emirate to run completely on solar power. The community park first opened in 1980 and was closed for the last 2 years due to the ongoing construction projects around the area. According to the municipality, the irrigation pumps, lighting as well as the washrooms and offices rely on power from underground batteries that are charged by the on-site solar power grid. In addition to the projects at Khazan Park, old lighting is being replaced with solar lighting at all parks across the emirate to ensure more energy efficiency. Additionally, the authority has also announced that they're hoping to open 2 new parks in Al Muhaisna and Al Warga during the week, which is part of their plans to increase green space and leisure areas for residents. The planned openings come under the civic body's plans to spend 6 billion dirhams to transform the emirate into a green paradise by the year 2025. Commenting on the launch, the head of the Horticulture Services Unit at the municipality stated that the green energy project at one of the emirate's oldest parks was the first step towards transforming other parks to use green energy.
See, this park is very old. To be honestly, it was from late 1980s. So we make renovation about it. We replanted. We put new toys. Everything is new, but we kept the duff tree, which is considered as the national tree in UAE. So we start with this park and keep. We didn't start a new one. We want to keep our old park and restart. Planting in it and put the solar energy. This in long term very cheap for us. It will be for the long term. We will save the power. We will save also. The environment hazard will be much less. More green, more friendly to the environment, and using solar energy, which do not produce any CO2, anything bad for the environment.
And the Roads and Transport Authority has signed an MOU with the Liberty Automobiles to provide an electric-powered bus, which the RTA will trial for the next 9 months. Part of the trial will be to measure the effectiveness and competency of running electric-powered buses as part of the RTA's bus fleet for its intercity services. Dr. Yusuf Al-Ali, the CEO of the RTA's public transport agency, confirmed its commitment to nurture a green, sustainable and healthy environment, stating that through the trial, the agency will be better able to assess the technical and operational performance of the bus, as well as the efficiency of electrically powered buses in practical operation. The move is in line with RTA's strategic goals relating to sustainability and the green environment. In a move to provide customer-centric services, the Dubai Health Authority announced today that it has extended its call centre operations to provide round-the-clock support to its customers. Officials from the DHA were quoted as saying that the decision is in line with the vision of the UAE Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, that government entities should provide services 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and ensure that they go to the people rather than people going to the government for services. The announcement is also in line with the Dubai Health Strategy 2013-25. The DHA's call centre was established in December 2011, and since then, customer service representatives have responded to 450,000 calls in English, Arabic, Urdu, Hindi, Farsi and French. Taxi companies in Abu Dhabi will soon be implementing the dual shift system, which should make more taxis available for residents, particularly during peak hours. The move is to comply with the regulation announced by the Centre for Regulation of Transport of Hire Cars in June 2014, where the authority had urged the Emirates' 6 franchise companies to introduce a dual shift system. Although no specific deadline has been mentioned, according to TransAD's regulation and licensing manager quoted in local reports, the regulation is aimed at addressing the issue of taxi shortage for residents in the capital. At present, there are just over 7,000 taxis with around 10,000 drivers. The regulation, which requires drivers to work either day or night shifts, will mean that the companies will have to hire more drivers to keep all their fleet operation on the road round the clock. Although the move is expected to offer convenience for the residents, the reduced working hours from the current 12 or 14 hours a day may appear challenging for drivers to meet their daily targets. The Ras Al Khaimah Public Works and Services Department is set to begin building new speed bumps on the Emirates roads in an effort to reduce traffic fatalities. The new speed bumps will be located on some of the Emirates' main roads, where more than 60 run-over accidents were reported last year. According to official figures, speeding killed 71 people in traffic accidents last year, which is an increase of over 16% compared to 42 in 2013. The director of the RAC Traffic and Patrols Department at RAC Police, Colonel Ali Saeed Al-Hakim, was quoted as saying that crossing the road from non-designated areas, exceeding speed limits and not paying attention while driving were some of the main reasons behind traffic accidents. According to the Public Works and Services Department, most of the speed bumps will be built at the Nakhil area in Ras Al Khaimah, which is affected by heavy traffic most of the day. Warning signals will also be installed on both sides of the speed bumps in order to alert drivers of pedestrians crossing. Along with this measure, traffic officials added that they are planning to build new subways and footbridges to help curb traffic accidents. And finally, looking to other news. After 12 years away from competitive motorsport action, the regional legend Mohammed bin Salam once again took to the tracks as he competed in the Sharjah Rally, where he emerged as a runner-up. The 14-time FIA Middle East Rally champion made an impressive comeback to the UAE National Rally Championship, however ended 45 seconds behind the winner Sheikh Khalid Al-Qasimi. The recent Dubai International Rally winner Al-Qasimi drove to victory in the Mitsubishi Evo 9 along with his partner Ghabi Khouri during the second round of the UAE Championship to end the race in just under 44 minutes. Meanwhile, the motorsport legend got behind the wheels of the Ford Escort WRC along with his longtime co-driver Ronan Morgan, which they drove to victory in 1999 during the Jordan International Rally. Despite the car's age and broken rear drive shaft, Sulayem maintained a competitive battle and entered the final stage 15 seconds behind Al-Qasimi. However, lost fuel pressure and a punctured tyre proved costly during the last stage, with Al-Qasimi recording yet another win. Current FIA Vice President bin Sulayem had made his last appearance in the motorsport arena during the 2002 Dubai International Rally, where he clinched the title for a record 15th time. Commenting on the performance, bin Sulayem said that he is hopeful that the comeback will encourage young Emiratis to develop their interest in the sport.
The excitement is there, the challenge is there. Definitely mine was just, I wanted to enter for the sake of entering to support. It was not about the competition, but all the plans that you have before changes at the start of the stage. So we went for it definitely. I think I expected more from my car, which is, I forget that it's 1997, it's 17 years old. And then we just drove it last night, actually, yesterday afternoon. We lost the drive shaft. We had to hand carry it from the UK, brought it, fixed it, went in the event. We lost the first drive shaft in the first stage, another one in the second. But the excitement was there. I'm telling you, I enjoyed it. Ron enjoyed it to bring him back. So thanks to the team, and thanks also to the organizers of putting this event in this professional way.